Mastering the 8 Teacher Standards with Coach Winnie. This video is brought to you by Coach Winnie. Are you ready to take your teaching to the next level? In this video, I will be talking to you about the 8 Teacher Standards and how you can apply them to your teaching. These standards are like a blueprint for creating an engaging and effective learning environment for your students. So, grab your notebooks, get comfy, and let's dive in. The first teacher standard is all about your content knowledge. To be an effective teacher, you need to have a deep understanding of the subject matter you're teaching. Think of it like this: you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to be constantly learning and growing in your field. Stay updated on the latest research, attend conferences, and collaborate with colleagues. The more you know, the better you can guide your students. Now, let's talk about instructional planning. This is a crucial step in ensuring that your lessons are not only informative, but also engaging and effective. This is where you get to put your creativity to work. Think of it as an opportunity to design an experience that will captivate your students' attention and make learning enjoyable. Effective instructional planning is like building a sturdy bridge that guides your students from point A to point B. Just as a bridge needs a solid foundation, your lesson plans need clear objectives and a well-thought-out structure. Start by setting clear learning objectives for each lesson. These objectives will serve as your roadmap, helping you stay focused on what you want your students to achieve. What do you want your students to know and be able to do by the end of the lesson? Consider the skills and knowledge they need to acquire and how you can best facilitate that learning. Next, choose instructional activities that align with your objectives and cater to different learning styles. Remember, every student is unique, and incorporating a variety of activities can help meet their diverse needs. Don't be afraid to think outside the box and incorporate hands-on activities, games, and technology. These elements can make your lessons more dynamic and interactive, keeping students engaged and motivated to learn. Collaboration is another key component of engaging lessons. Encourage students to work together on projects and activities. This not only helps them develop important social skills, but also allows them to learn from each other. Visual aids and multimedia can also enhance your lessons. Use videos, images, and props to illustrate complex concepts and make abstract ideas more concrete. Finally, don't forget to assess your students' understanding throughout the lesson. Use formative assessments such as quizzes, discussions, and observations to gauge their progress and adjust your teaching as needed. Reflect on your lessons and seek feedback from your students. This will help you continuously improve your instructional planning and create even more engaging and effective lessons in the future. Remember, the goal is to create a learning environment where students feel excited and motivated to learn. With thoughtful planning and a bit of creativity, you can craft lessons that inspire and empower your students to reach their full potential. Effective instruction is all about bringing those carefully crafted lesson plans to life. It's about creating an environment where students are excited to learn and actively participate. Vary your teaching methods to keep students engaged. Incorporate group work, discussions, and individual projects. Remember, learning should be fun. When students are having fun, they're more likely to retain information. Chapter 4. Assessment. Checking for understanding. Assessment is an ongoing process that helps you gauge student learning and make adjustments to your teaching along the way. Think of assessment as a two-way street. It's not just about giving grades, it's about providing feedback to help students grow and improve. Use a variety of assessment methods, such as quizzes, projects, presentations, and observations. And remember, feedback should always be timely, specific, and actionable. Chapter 5. Classroom Management. Creating a respectful learning environment. A well-managed classroom is essential for creating a positive and productive learning environment. Establish clear rules and expectations from day one. Consistency is key. Students thrive on routine and predictability. When students know what to expect, they're more likely to behave appropriately. Use positive reinforcement to encourage desired behaviors. Celebrate student successes, both big and small. Chapter 6. Professionalism, Setting the Standard. Professionalism is at the heart of everything we do as educators. It's about upholding the highest ethical standards in all our interactions with students, parents, and colleagues. Maintain confidentiality, treat everyone with respect, and always act with integrity. Remember, you are a role model for your students. Your actions speak louder than words. Chapter 7. Student Engagement. Creating a sense of belonging. Every student deserves to feel valued and respected in your classroom. Create a welcoming and inclusive environment where all students feel safe to take risks and make mistakes. Get to know your students as individuals. Learn about their interests, strengths, and challenges. Use culturally responsive teaching practices that reflect the diversity of your students. Chapter 8. Reflective Practice. The key to continuous growth. Reflective practice is the key to becoming the best teacher you can be. It involves a deep and ongoing process of self-examination and evaluation. It's about taking the time to reflect on your teaching, identify areas for growth, and make adjustments as needed. This means looking at your lesson plans, your interactions with students, and the outcomes of your teaching. Think of it as a continuous cycle of self-improvement. Each reflection leads to new insights, which in turn lead to new actions and strategies in the classroom. After each lesson, ask yourself, what went well? What strategies were effective? What engaged the students the most? What could I have done differently? Were there moments where students seemed confused or disengaged? Keep a teaching journal, attend professional development workshops, and seek feedback from colleagues. Engaging in discussions with fellow educators can provide new perspectives and ideas that you might not have considered. Remember, teaching is a journey, not a destination. It's a path of continuous learning and growth. Embrace the process, celebrate your successes, and learn from your challenges. By committing to reflective practice, you are not only improving your own skills, but also enhancing the learning experience for your students. This dedication to growth and improvement will ultimately lead to a more fulfilling and impactful teaching career. So there you have it, the culmination of our journey through the 8 essential teacher standards. We've broken them down into bite-sized pieces to make them more digestible and easier to implement in your daily teaching practice. Remember, these standards are not meant to overwhelm you, but to empower you. They are designed to guide you in creating a more effective and nurturing learning environment. By focusing on these key areas, you can enhance your teaching strategies and methodologies. This will help you create a dynamic and engaging learning environment where all students can thrive. Whether it's through interactive group activities or personalized feedback, the goal is to make learning a joyful and enriching experience for every student. I encourage you to revisit these standards regularly and reflect on your own practice. Take time to assess what works well and what could be improved. Continuous reflection and adaptation are key to professional growth. And as always, I'm here to support you on your teaching journey. Whether you need advice, resources, or just a bit of encouragement, don't hesitate to reach out. Until next time, keep inspiring those amazing minds. Your dedication and passion make a world of difference in the lives of your students. Thank you for all that you do. And remember, the impact you have is immeasurable.